Okay guys, this is video number 8 in my series, Recognizing Patterns for Success or Failure. And the point I want to make in this video is that no matter how good your individual stats are, no matter how awesome your battle drill is, if you fight in the wrong place at the wrong time and get a little bit out of position, it can cost you the game. Now I'm going to bring back the arcade elements here, and you will notice that there is a platoon of 3 IS-6s on the enemy team, and those guys acting as a unit can cause a lot of problems for us. And as a scout, I'm going to get out there as quick as I can and try to locate them on the left hand side of the map where I have better success. Now you can see we've spawned on the new and improved swamp, which I like a lot better than the old swamp, and I'm going to head off to the left here and get out there and find them quickly. The A20 is great for this. It's actually considerably faster than the T50 once it gets going. And people ask me why I keep driving this tank. Well, this battle perfectly illustrates that the speed of the A20 can be a battle-winning factor, and it's not a one-off. This pattern actually by the enemy is common, and the use of the A20 in this manner is also common for me. So I'm headed to that little hill to the right there, and unfortunately I ran straight into a Chaffee and I had to veer off from my scouting attempt here. It was too dangerous, so I have to retreat. His gun can really hurt me, and I go behind cover as I'm running away and wait for him to disappear. In this case, actually, he got hit and went over the side, so I was able to resume my observations. Now I'm going to show you something here that I think is awful. These 4 vehicles that are leading the charge on this flank are strung out front to back, the mediums in the lead, which I don't like at all. And I'd prefer to have 6 or 7 vehicles there so that when they run into the enemy, they run into them in a compact group and have a chance of defeating them. Now you'll see, first of all, 2 IS-6s have shown up, so I'm just going to wait here, and there's the 3rd IS-6 and a Tier 7 Tiger 1. So our 2 mediums, Tier 8 mediums, Tier 7 heavy and a Tier 8 heavy are going up against an approximately equal force, and that IS-6 platoon, I think you can guess what's going to happen over here. Now my feeling is that on the other flank, however, we stand a good chance of brushing aside all opposition and getting close to their flag. So I'm retreating underwater here, and if I don't drown, I can escape. I was afraid of getting shot in the back there. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and you will see that the A20 can do a counter march really fast. That's one of its great virtues. Once you get up to 72 kilometers an hour, you can dance all over the map and switch flanks with great speed. Now you see my platoon mate there, Barnes Broadside, is heading over to the danger area here, and if they break through down there, he is able to contest their approach to our cap. Now on this flank, you can see that they've almost blown away the opposition, and there's no targets, so they can move forward safely. And I'm going to start trying to encourage them here. I'm telling them to push, and I think I ran into a building here. It's pretty embarrassing. Bad driving. I might have been typing or rubbernecking. But anyways, oh, the enemy already is lit up, and he's going to be destroyed. And our guys over here, they're showing a little bit of moxie by going forward. Oftentimes people stall for no reason. And as a scout, if I go ahead and reveal that the coast is clear, that might encourage them to move forward. Now I'm going to go to the right here. I don't want to get shot by accident. It cost me a few seconds going that way. Now, as you can see, I'm going to hit pause here. Those 4 vehicles that I criticized for approaching the enemy in a lackadaisical manner and in insufficient strength, they've all been killed. 3 Tier 8s and a Tier 7 were blown away by the IS-6 platoon. But the good news is that the battle occurred about as far as it is to be from both caps. And a lot of the ground in this map is pretty squishy. So it's slow going in those already slow vehicles, and we have a chance to get near to their cap and win the game before they can do anything about it. So I'm going to hit the spacebar, resume the action here. And my goal is basically, to get on that cap and take the risk of running into something. Even if I do run into something, it's not fatal, but, who dares wins, and that's my philosophy. So I'm going to go behind this little hillock here just to try to approach unobserved. You never know what you're going to find here, and we shall see in a few seconds. So my guys are moving forward behind me, which is awesome. And I'm going to go straight to the cap here. And their Artie is dead, so I can hide in one of those craters. Ordinarily, I would rock back and forth. Yeah, there's the KV-1S as I remember him. So I'm going to get in this hole in the ground here and hope that he can't hit me. And I've started the clock, so we might be facing a situation here of what I call cap and cover, where cappers run up the clock and other vehicles guard the approaches and prevent the enemy from doing a reset. So we're just going to watch proceedings here. The IS-6s are, there's one of them, there's the second one. They're on their way back, but they're far away, and actually they're crossing swampy ground. Oh, the KV-1S has seen me. I'll have to do something about that. Oh, lucky me. I think I had fantasies here of killing the Super Dick, the Tier 7 oversized Dickermax, but no such luck. My teammates finished him off, and I'm getting a little bit impatient here. I would prefer to have 3 vehicles on the cap. And actually, I'm going to hit the spacebar and explain something else. One of the reasons for capping in this situation is that those 3 IS-6s, I don't use XVM, but my fear is that they could be really awesome. And even though we've got a lot more vehicles, if we went over there and went mano a mano with them, they could beat us. Possibly they're that good and that skilled, and it's tempting fate to insist on duking it out when you face the possibility of losing. And they're not spread out either, so they're in a fairly compact group there, and if we don't cap, it could be bad. So I'm going to hit the spacebar again. And I was happy that our little strat here worked, so I got a little bit cocky, and I typed in Genius IS-6 platoon, which, yeah, it's a little borderline, but the good news is, here, I'll hit space again. There, we won the game. The good news is that the guy from Foxy actually messaged me after the game, and he was very friendly about it, so he wasn't too bummed out about the loss. And actually, I'm going to send him an email showing him this video. And my advice to those guys in their IS-6s is to fight 2 or even 3 grid squares closer to the cap so that this does not happen to them again. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Game over.